here to talk about my journey. My name is Shreya and I'm a designer by training and an independent illustrator by choice or for the sheer love for it. And like most creatives, I do love to talk about how unique or different or hard it is to be doing what we do. So I'm often faced with the question of why do it in the first place if it's so difficult. I could very well be having a well-paying corporate job thanks to my education and have a rather settled life. Honestly, it worries me also. But then every time I hear a little bird chirping in my balcony or the sun falling under my face on a cold day or something as everyday as my husband making breakfast for both of us, something inside me lights up. And it's a feeling that I cannot describe in words. It's something magical, something artistic. And then I think to myself that when experiencing art is giving me so much happiness, how lovely would it be to be able to make art. It would be like visualizing my own happiness, something that I can touch and feel. So I always get back to the question of, this is my answer to the question. I have always loved to draw, and I'm sure my parents would agree to it because ever since I had a pencil, I've only been doodling around each and every corner of the house. Only the mediums kept changing, from pencil to crayons, from crayons to my mom's lipsticks, and from my mom's lipsticks to any material that I could find in the house. I would make it into something meaningful, at least in my head, and I would, call it art. We kept moving because my father was in a transferable job. I kept changing schools, and then when the time came to sort of choose a career for myself, I thought, how great would it be to think of an idea, hold a pencil, draw it out, and ta-da, it's done. It looked as colorful as it sounds right now, and I decided to get into NIFT. It was great to start with, but when I went into the college, it looked something like this. And obviously, now that I think of it, I'm not so surprised because achieving anything doesn't come so easy. While in the 4 years, I kept telling myself that, I'm going to be working hard, and after college, I'm going to be this amazing designer / artist, and I'm going to be earning $1 million and looking glamorous on a fashion magazine cover. I was convinced that I'd be the next Sapir. Till one day, an auntie living in my building came down and asked me, "Beta, college ke baad boutique kahan daloge?" And that was probably the kind of reality check that I needed. I did not want to own a boutique. I joined it because I wanted to keep drawing. And somewhere in the midst of all the hard work that I was doing, I hadn't even held a pencil because I was busy making everything on screens. And here, my magic was replaced by machinery. I had a lot of questions. I was, really messed up in my head. So I decided to draw again. And this time I picked up a pencil with trembling hands because it was as if I was meeting a long-lost lover, a companion that I had always had in all my highs and lows. But, I had not met that person and met that in a long time because I was doing something else. Time passed and that college got over, and I realized that I wanted a little more time for myself because, I just wanted to not get to the big bad world of monotony so soon. And around this time, my parents, being the middle-class parents that they were, they said, "Why don't you do another master's course and have a settled, secure future for yourself?" And that's what I needed. I wrote the NIT exam, got through, and I traveled from a dry state to the city of pubs, that's Bangalore. And trust me, the number of cars that I saw on my way from the Bangalore airport to the NIT was exactly the same as the number of cars I saw in the 4 years of being in Bangalore. I came to NIT and I made a lot of great friends there, learned a lot from the mentors. met my husband there, had a great time, and this college got sooner than I expected. It was too short. I got my first job, became an art director with one of the biggest retail brands in the world, and walked into the office on the very first day of my very first job, and it looked exactly like I had expected. Gray floor, gray walls, white ceiling, and motivational quotes hung at every regular interval, strategically placed to break the monotony of the space. Basically, if you go to Google and type office interiors and pick up anyone's picture from the first step, that's exactly what my office looked like. I clearly remember one of my colleagues walking up to me. She probably stalked me a little on Instagram, just to tell me that, dude, you shouldn't be working here. And I did not know how to react to it because a part of me was not ready to believe that I had landed myself into something that I was not meant for. So I moved on. Little time passed. I met my very first mentor over there. Somebody, my boss who I was reporting to. He was somebody I would look up to. And trust me when I say this, we should all have mentors at some point of our lives because they humanize us. We used to have great conversations about art and design and what it's doing to the world, what impact it has on us. And that was my only saving grace in that case. He left soon, and things got a little tougher for me. And I decided to take the plunge. I resigned, and I left the job without really any safety net. The only safety net that I probably had was, my savings from the past few months, because I had a sense that I was not going to last in this place for very long. So I put that to use. Now that I had left the job, I had a lot of time in my hands. So, I couldn't use the time to sort of chill with friends, watch more Netflix, have a lot more trips. But I, being myself, I decided to draw a lot more. And I went online and ordered a bunch of stationery supplies, and I started devoting more time to drawing. So and I drew a lot more. But I knew that drawing was not going to make me rich. So I decided to put my retail knowledge to use here and become a freelancer. A freelancer is basically a person who has the flexibility to freak out about their job instability at any point of the month. It's like you have work today, but 3 months from now, you don't know. Like, it might be crazy right now, but you're not sure about work in the coming time. And the only way to have work on your plate all the time is to work more. But it's a little difficult to focus on only working when you also have to think about money. So this was a weird situation that I was in. I'm sure to my parents' horror, because they wanted a secure, stable life for their daughter. Which, so then I figured out a solution for myself. I did a little math. I set an amount for myself that would help me run my household and my basic, not so extravagant life. And I took this amount, multiplied it by 6, and decided to have this amount all through, at all times in my account. What this did was, it gave me the satisfaction and a little secure feeling that even if I stop getting paid tomorrow, I can run my life for the coming 6 months. And what this does is, it gives me a sense of, creative freedom, because I can say no to a project if I don't like it, or I can walk out of a project if I don't feel for it. Though I have had to do it only once, luckily. But then the fact that you know that you're not being forced to do something that you don't like is very liberating, and it impacts your creativity in a very big way. And the time that you don't have work for a week also, you can concentrate on your personal projects. Which is what I originally wanted to do, just illustrate. So one of such freebies gave birth to my brand, Champa Chick. Initially this started as an Instagram handle And social media frankly was not as mad back then. So I was just drawing things and putting it on Instagram after my work day, the freelancing day that I had taken for myself. It was a very casual beginning, and then as I kept posting, my friends were following me. Their friends started following me, and there were many more people eventually who did not know me, but they were writing some lovely messages of praises, which gave me a lot of motivation. They started asking to buy my products, etc. And I was honestly in no mood to sell my art. It was just for myself. But I thought, why not? It would be a nice way to make my art reach so many people and earn a little. I'll take you through some of my projects. So this was a series of illustrations that I was just casually wanting to illustrate different flowers, and I realized that since now there are 12 in numbers, it would be nice to make a desk calendar out of it. So it just started with me trying to experiment with how my products were being received by people. I made a small desk calendar and called it Vela. Vela is again a flower, and it also means time. So I made this calendar. I printed just 50 copies in the beginning, started selling and started talking about it on Instagram. And it got sold well, and it felt great. It was like a mini milestone for myself. And then I had to print 50 more copies because more people wanted to buy it. After that, so I decided that I was not going to be able to make products perennially, because it was too much hard work for me. I decided to only get limited edition products on, say every 3-4 months on some certain events. So the next thing that I did was these planters for Women's Day. I made these, and somebody from Uber saw it, and they wanted to distribute it to their employees at Uber, the women employees, on Women's Day. That was quite like a small win, but I like that it got so much recognition. The next project that, the personal project that's really close to my heart is this 36 Days of Time that I did last year. It was based on different 26 handicrafts of India, and my love for handicrafts is very since ever I remember. So I try to cover a lot of states, crafts from those states in the country, and I'm in the process of making a zine on these. So after all the selling through Instagram, etc., I wanted to sell physically and be able to see how people are reacting to my products firsthand. So I wanted to do a pop-up now. I knew that I didn't want to be present in a store because again it would be a perennial situation. So I knew that my products were not enough in number to be present in a pop-up. So I collaborated with this lovely person who runs this brand called Amber Stitch. She buys notebooks on her own. And so I thought, we made some nice looking notebooks, and we did our first pop-up in April last year, and we were sold out in 4 hours. It was a well-received event, and it gave us a lot of encouragement to have more pop-ups, and after that I have been doing pop-ups on a regular basis whenever I get the time. The next project I did was with Levi's. When Levi's was celebrating its 150th anniversary, they collaborated with 30 artists from all across the country, and they sent in their jeans, the 501, which is the oldest Levi's, and they wanted us to customize the pants in our own style. So I decided to embroider the pants, and then they came home to do a photo shoot. The next thing I made, which was the most recent, I think, was this very calendar. It talks about the idea of love that's beyond just human beings, romanticizing with things that are beyond to people. So, and I decided to, put in a little DIY activity with each page. So, for example, this page talks about a person who loves the rain, somebody called a pluviophile, and the DIY activity I gave along with his, it was to make small paper boats and stick them there. This was received well also, and Uber ordered this for their employees for New Year's. Some more products that I made. And yeah, then I started getting, projects from bigger brands, digital illustrations mostly. And this was one illustration that I did for the Ken, the online publication, on the story of the Indian nurse. Then I, was a consultant with Practo for a little bit. I did a bunch of the illustrations and I set the illustration guidelines for them. Yeah, so these are some of the illustrations I did. That's it. That's about my journey so far, and I look forward to a lot more.